Hello everyone. Tonight I'm going to tell you a story about a girl named MEERA. MEERA was a simple village girl. She lived with her grandmother near an old forest. People in the village used to say, "Never go near the forest after sunset." But MEERA never believed in the ghost stories. One evening, heavy clouds covered the sky. Thunder started roaring. The wind was howling like someone crying in pain. Her grandmother said softly, "MEERA, close all the windows before night." But MEERA laughed. "It's just a storm, Daddy." That night, everything changed. Around midnight, MEERA suddenly woke up. She heard something. Tap, tap, tap. It was coming from the window. She thought maybe it was tree branches. But the sound was regular, slow, like someone knocking. Her heart started beating fast. She slowly walked toward the window. The wind was strong. Rain was falling heavily. She gathered courage and opened the curtain. There was no one, but on the glass there was a wet handprint. From outside, her body froze. She stepped back slowly. Then she heard something worse. Footsteps inside the house. Her grandmother was sleeping in the next room. Or was she? The footsteps were dragging, like someone injured. "Daddy," MEERA called softly. No answer. The footsteps stopped outside her room. Silence. Complete silence. Then her door handle started moving, slowly, without anyone touching it. The door opened, but no one was there. Only darkness. Cold air entered the room. Suddenly, she remembered something. Years ago, a girl from the village disappeared in the forest. On a stormy night like this, people said her spirit never left. MEERA's breathing became heavy. Then she saw it, at the end of the corridor. A shadow, long hair, white dress, hair slightly bent, standing still, watching her. The shadow did not attack. It just stood there. Then slowly, it raised its hand. Its fingers were broken, twisted unnaturally. It whispered, "Help me." MEERA realized something shocking. It was not an evil spirit. It was a trapped soul. The girl had died alone, afraid, crying for help, and no one had listened. Tears rolled down MEERA's face. She whispered, "I'm not afraid. Tell me what you want." Without understanding why, MEERA stepped outside the house. The storm was stronger now. The forest looked darker than ever. Lightning flashed in the sky. For a second, she saw the shadow standing near a tree. Then darkness again. She followed it. Suddenly she felt something grab her ankle. Cold, icy cold. She screamed, but no voice came out. Everything went black. Next morning, villagers found MEERA unconscious near the forest. But something had changed. In her hand, there was an old locket. Inside it was the photo of the missing girl. After that night, the knocking never came again. The shadow never appeared again. Maybe The soul found peace, it found someone else. If you thought the nightmare ended, you were wrong, because some spirits don't leave, they wait. After that night near the forest, MEERA survived, but she was not the same girl anymore. She stopped smiling, she stopped talking. She would sit alone for hours, staring at nothing. Her grandmother asked, "What did you see that night?" MEERA whispered only one sentence, "She is still there." One evening, MEERA was combing her hair. She looked into the mirror. For a second, she saw herself. Then suddenly, someone else behind her. Long hair, white dress, headband. MEERA turned around quickly. No one. She looked back into the mirror. The reflection was smiling, but MEERA was not. Her hands started shaking because the reflection was not copying her. It was moving on its own. That night, at exactly 3 a.m., MEERA woke up again. Same time, same cold air. But this time, she heard whispering near her ear. Soft, broken, crying. "You promised." MEERA covered her ears. "I helped you. I found your locket." The whisper became louder. "I'm not free." Suddenly all the windows opened together. Wind rushed inside, and the door slammed shut. She was not alone anymore. Next day, MEERA secretly went back to the forest. She searched near the old tree where she fainted, and there, under the soil, she found something horrifying. Bones, old bones. The missing girl was never properly buried. Her soul was still trapped. MEERA's eyes filled with tears. "She needs peace," she whispered. But someone was watching her from behind. When MEERA turned around, she saw herself standing in front of her. Same face, same clothes, but black eyes. Completely black. The other MEERA smiled slowly and said, "You brought me back." Suddenly MEERA understood. The spirit did not want freedom. It wanted a body. And MEERA was chosen. MEERA tried to run, but her body felt heavy. The black-eyed version of her walked closer. Step by step. "You are strong. I need you." The shadow entered her body like smoke. MEERA screamed. The forest became silent, too silent. When villagers saw her that evening, she was smiling, but her eyes were no longer innocent. Now whenever storms come, people say they see a girl near the forest, standing under the tree, smiling, waiting, and sometimes, if someone hears knocking at midnight, it is not asking for help anymore. It is searching for the next day MEERA. After that night, MEERA was not fully MEERA anymore. Her grandmother noticed first. She no longer blinked normally. She stared without moving. Sometimes she smiled at empty corners of the house. And at exactly 3 a.m. every night, she stood near the window, waiting. The villagers became afraid. They called an old priest. He looked at Meera carefully. Then he said in a serious voice, "This is not just a spirit. This is a wandering soul filled with anger." Meera suddenly laughed, but the voice was not hers. "You cannot remove me," it said. The room became cold. The lamps blew out together. The priest said there was only one way. The ritual must be done where the spirit died. At midnight, in the forest, during a storm, and that night, the sky turned dark again. Thunder roared like it did before. They took Meera to the old tree. She walked calmly, too calmly. When the priest started chanting, Meera screamed, but it was not pain, it was anger. The spirit spoke through her. "They left me to die. They heard my cries. No one came." Tears fell from Meera's eyes. The priest realized something shocking. The villagers knew about the missing girl, but no one searched properly. No one tried enough. The spirit was not evil. It was hurt, betrayed. The priest shouted, "Meera, you must fight from inside her mind." Meera saw the girl, alone, crying, lost in darkness. Meera slowly stepped toward her. "I am sorry," Meera whispered. "I will not leave you alone." The darkness began shaking. The spirit's anger started fading. But suddenly, the spirit smiled. "If I leave, I disappear forever." Meera understood. Some souls hold on to the pain because it is all they have left. A decision. She held the spirit's hand. "You don't need anger to exist." The bright light appeared. The storm became silent. The priest closed his eyes, and then everything stopped. When villagers opened their eyes, Meera was lying on the ground, still peaceful. The shadow was gone. The air felt lighter. The forest was quiet. They carried Meera home. After some time, she slowly opened her eyes. Normal, soft, innocent. She remembered nothing. The storm never returned. The knocking never came again. But sometimes, on silent nights, if you stand near the forest, you may hear a soft whisper, not crying, not angry, just one word. Thank you for listening to this story. If you want a brand new horror story, more scary, more emotional, more shocking, then it's your turn to decide. Comment your story below. That will be your vote. And if this story gave you goosebumps, don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the channel, because the next night, the next story might be even darker.